Good morning. It's probably like 10 something this morning. Today is October the 6th. I'm definitely a day late. I said my last video was going to be on October the 5th, which was yesterday, but it was Sabbath. And also after Sabbath, my parents came over and I made dinner. So didn't get to make the video. But I definitely had some time to process some thoughts. So this is going to be my last video. I'm very proud of how it came together because it came together in respect of Yahuah first, and also as a symbolism for my obedience to him. So that's great. I'm looking real sleepy. Like I just, like I said, I just got up, and this is crazy late for me. I've been really, really tired lately, and that's because I haven't been drinking enough water. I know when I'm on the verge of like not making sure my water intake is where it is, or dehydration or anything like that, I get really, really sleepy, and my body is serving up all types of girl, you know better right now. So I'm gonna definitely make sure I take care of that this week. But I wanted to come together today to say, stick with it. Don't give up. Stay on the path. I was actually going to delete these videos afterwards, but I think I'm just going to leave them. And they'll just be here for whomever needs them, whoever needs a pick me up, whoever needs some motivation, whoever needs some encouragement on this path of righteousness, Sadiq. You know what I mean? So I said that to say, make sure you try. You know what I mean? There are going to be times where you want to give up. Those are the times where you stay true to it. There are going to be times where you feel like Yahuah has left you and he doesn't hear you and you don't know what to do. Those are going to be the times where you should definitely trust him the most. Make sure that you stay on task, stay faithful. That's going to be the hardest thing. Life is going to try to attack your faith. Life is going to try to belittle your faith, dilute how you feel about the Most High. Don't let it. Regardless of what, stand true, stand firm. You know what I mean? You ever heard the saying, if you don't believe in something, you'll fall for anything. Be so firm, so rooted, so grounded in not your belief, but your knowledge. You know what I mean? Because there's a difference between believing something and knowing something. Belief is a hope, an aspiration. You know what I mean? Knowledge is experience. And I've seen this with my own two eyes. I can't unexperience it. Experience, yeah. Stay true to him. Acknowledge his son, Yahushua, HaMashiach, the righteous one. Follow him, and he'll lead you directly to the Father. Read the scriptures for yourself. Get your scriptures from a reliable source. Make sure that I suggest learning Hebrew, but Google is your best friend. Like, get you something that you can read that keeps Yahuwah's name in it, for bare minimum, that has his name restored into the scriptures. And if it has some Hebrew words that you don't understand, Google them so that you can get an understanding of it. But first and foremost, before you can even get to that part, make sure you stand true and stay true to your knowledge and your understanding that Yahuwah loves you, and that regardless of what this world may want you to believe or try to force you to believe based on circumstances and situations, that does not change who he is. That does not change who you are to him. And just because you're going through something doesn't mean that Yahuwah has left you. He only trains those he cares about. If I can't use you, if I'm not going to be able to put you in a better situation, why do I need to train you? Why do I need to polish you? Why do I need to refine you if you mean nothing to me? So understand that sometimes that process is going to be uncomfortable because it's taking away everything that you once knew, and rebuilding, and reaffirming that which is true. Sometimes just because you know something, that doesn't mean it's true. I know that racism exists, and I was taught that my people came here on ships and we were savages and all this other type of stuff. Just because I know that, that doesn't make it true. Because now that I know my history as a Hebrew woman, I know exactly where I came from. I know exactly who my people are. And I know exactly the responsibility I have based on who I am. So, you know what I mean? Like, and even, I mean, another example, the food chart, you know what I mean? There used to be a pyramid, now it's a plate. Like, it used to say you need to eat dairy, and dairy used to be at the top. I think, I don't know, I remember I was like maybe 4 when I saw that. I don't know. Either way, because I looked it up recently. So you're looking at that. Like, scientists still don't know how you have to be sedated by an anesthesiologist, and they have to sit with you and watch you to wake you up. But you can go to bed at night and wake up and be in the same state of sedation and not need anybody to come wake you up. So don't let this world try to make you think that because something is true, that is true for you. Trust in your knowledge of Yahuah. Trust in your experience with him. Start praying. And when you pray, call him by his name. And I guarantee you will start to see his presence and his hand over your life. It's already been there, but now you will have the sight to see it. And that will grow your relationship with him. Um, Thanks for joining me on this journey. I pray that Yahuwah softens your heart to experience him, according to his perfect and holy will. In the name of his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, the righteous one, I pray and I praise. Shalom.